Hey everyone, this is Heather Demetrius from Mindfulness for Writers, and I'm here at Mindful Meditation Center in New York City, and they've let me use their beautiful room to help you see some postures that might be useful for you in your meditation practice. So one of my big things is that I want to make sure that you don't not meditate because you're uncomfortable. There's a lot of options that you have, and the Buddha actually laid out 4 different postures that are appropriate for meditation. And within those postures, there's a lot of variation. So they're sitting, standing, walking, and lying down. So as you can see here, I am sitting. This is a traditional setup. So I have this really great mat. And these mats are really good because they support your ankles and your knees. So if you're sitting down on the floor and you just have these cushions, which are called zafus, you're not going to be super comfortable. Your knees are going to be digging into the ground. So you definitely want to get one of these guys here. And then the zafu is the cushion. And as you can see, I'm sitting on one myself. And this one is filled with buckwheat. So as you can see, it's very malleable. And then they have other ones that are filled with a more firmer kind of fiber. And those are flatter but firmer. So it's just kind of up to you. And then there's also these square cushions. And if you go to mindfulnessforwriters.com, I'm going to give you links and names and all these things so you can kind of find what you need. But these are some of your options for sitting in meditation if you do want to sit in a more traditional style. So if you are sitting, you want to make sure that your knees are lower than your hips, and this helps you keep a nice firm posture. So you want to be with an elevated spine. You want to have, kind of imagine that someone is taking a string and pulling it from the crown of your head up, okay? And so you have this nice, elegant, regal posture, rolling your shoulders back, taking your palms of your hand, placing them on your thighs. And if you have a little bit of discomfort between your shoulder blades, just imagine that someone's grabbing the back of your elbows and pulling back a little bit. And that'll create a little bit more space there for you. And your neck, the way that it works there is that you want to kind of tuck your chin a little bit. And this allows you to create some space back there so you don't get a kink in your neck. And then it also allows you to kind of have this nice sort of relaxed posture. So you can see how I am here. I'm also going to turn around so you can see how it looks from the side, because one thing a lot of people don't realize when they're sitting is that you actually don't use the whole cushion. This is my awkward meditation cushion dance. Okay. So here you can see that when I'm sitting, I'm actually only using the very bottom part of the cushion. So a lot of it's not getting used. And that's what's allowing me to keep this nice posture. I'm balancing on my sits bones here, S-I-T-Z, right? And you can see from the side that I have this upright posture, but it's very comfortable. You can hold it for a long time. Now your knees and thighs might not touch down here. You might have tighter hips. And there are different ways that you can work with your seat. So one thing that we like to do is use yoga blankets. So these blankets you can fold and you can put on top of or beneath your cushion to create height. And you can also put them beneath your knees. Also, rolled up bath towels work, as well as throw pillows. So even like a throw pillow like this. So I'll show you both options. So you can see here, there's a little bit difference. You want them to be equal, but let's say you wanted to use pillows, you want to be a little bit lower, you want to use a blanket, be a little bit higher. Either one works. If you have tight hips, this could be really comfortable for you. Just make sure that they're even. So if you're going to use pillows on both sides. Okay, so now let's say that this is totally not exactly what you want. You're not feeling completely comfortable, your back is hurting a little bit. So then you might want to try out the Burmese seat, which is to take your zafu, put it on the side, and kind of straddle it like this. It's actually really comfortable. The reason I don't sit this way is because I have a little bit of discomfort in my ankles. But for most people who sit like this, they love it. And it's the same posture points and your hands on your thighs, totally comfortable. Okay, I'll show you from the side as well so you can see. Right here, okay, like so. If you're very tall, you can even stack these guys, right? Now this is not gonna look right because I'm not very tall, but if you were a very tall person, you could see how sitting in the Burmese fashion could be really comfortable to give you that height that you need, right? Another example for sitting, which I recommend to a lot of people who have back pain is to use a back jack. So this is a back jack, and you just set it on your zabuton. These are called zabutons, and you can just sit. Now, the problem is, and you can see right here, this is pretty soft, and so what happens is if you just sit like this, which you could, but then you lean back and you get kind of this lazy posture here. So what you want to do is grab a throw pillow and put it behind you, and then you have some more comfort there. And again, you might want to put these under you. Some people actually put their Zafu on top to create elevation. Lots and lots of options, but the back jack is really great if you have back problems, but you enjoy sitting. Then there's the chair, which actually I've been using a lot lately. So with the chair, you can see this is a normal chair. I put a throw pillow here to create a little bit more stability. Typically with using a chair, you want to sit at the edge. You actually don't want to be leaning back into it, and you want to be at a 90-degree angle. Right here, you can see I have the regular meditation posture, totally comfortable and relaxed. If you want, you can lean back, but make sure that you know that this creates enough space so that you can be nice and straight. Okay? Lying down is fine, but you want to make sure that if you do lie down, that you lie down on a yoga mat, not on your bed. And if you're falling asleep, that's not a great option for you. Standing up, just like this, right? This is great if you're sleepy. So you can just stand and just meditate. It's great. And then walking, we'll do a separate video for that later, but walking, you want to have 20 to 30 paces, and you just walk very slowly across whatever your path is. And we'll talk more about that later. So if you guys have any questions about posture or about anything that you might need to support your practice, please reach out to me at mindfulnessforwriters.com, and I will see you later. Good luck with your practice.